Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of ANOKHI Uncensored, airing for free, as you guys know, on the world's #1 South Asian radio station, Ruckus Avenue Radio, on the iHeartRadio app. Just download the app and search Ruckus Avenue Radio. We have episodes that air every Tuesday at 7 p.m. PST and 10 p.m. EST. You can also watch the episodes on the Girn YouTube channel and on the ANOKHI Media Facebook page. So hop on over to both and join. I'm your host, Girn, and I'm coming to you today with a very special episode focusing on brick and mortar business enterprises, no less. You guys know that we have talked to so many entrepreneurs over the years, and mostly it's been exclusive online businesses with a little bit of, one-on-one business. This is something I'm very excited about because not only is the lady that I'm going to be talking to you South Asian, this business is female-led, it is brick and mortar as well as online. So many wonderful opportunities to pick her brain. So let me introduce you to her right now. My guest today is the founder and owner of Classico Roma, a high-end luxury furniture and decor company based out of Toronto. Her name is Roma Adil, hence the brand name Classico Roma, and she is here today to share her incredible entrepreneurial journey. We're going to be talking about resilience. We're going to be talking about what it takes to get it right when you've done so many wrong things. I can attest to that. And you guys know I have been very verbal about the many, many challenges I've had along the way and how through those challenges, I've learned how to do things right. And that right is what's right for the business. And she's also going to be talking to us a little bit about what she's learned along the way for anyone that is looking to foray into a business that is brick and mortar as well as online and is service driven as well as product driven, especially in these unpredictable times that we are living in today. Welcome to the ANOKHI Uncensored show, my darling Roma. Thank you for agreeing to come on.
Thank you so much, Raj. It's always a pleasure anytime meeting you in person right now, as if I'm sitting right in front of you. So thank you for having me. Yeah.
Absolutely, my love. So I want to actually start by talking a little bit about your background, sweetheart. I want people to get an idea of who you are as a woman. So let's start there. Where were you born and brought up? Let's go way back.
Okay. My grandparents from my father's side, they were from Iran. My mom, she was from Pakistan, but since they were kids, they all moved to Dubai. So I born and raised in Dubai. I got married in Canada. It's been 16 years now. I'm living in here. So
Oh my God.
So mix, it's all mixed, right?
I love it. I love it. And this is
Yeah.
great because this is a big part of the story of our community. We are forever migrating. Different opportunities in our culture bring us to different parts of the world. And as you mentioned, similar to me, I was born in one country and marriage brought me to Canada, which is similar to how your story unfolds. So let's kind of bring it a little notch further along the way. What was, the challenges perhaps, or maybe the successes that you have felt from this migrational journey, where you were born, where you were brought up, and then coming into Canada? What was that change like for you as an individual?
Well, I am basically an architect, so I've studied architecture. So I was working in Dubai with different builders and everything. And then I left my career and I came to Canada. For 5 years, I didn't do nothing. I was just raising my kids and I was enjoying that part.
Yes.
Unless one of my sisters came in, she visited me. She's like, "Are you serious? What are you doing?" And I'm like, I'm enjoying that part because I have always worked. Even I was 18 years old when I started my career, by the way.
Wow.
So yeah, I was very young. And then so she came in here, she's like, you should go, and you're so talented, you have worked so much in your past, and you're sitting home, I don't feel good. I'm like, no, I'm enjoying that part. I will start, but let
Right.
me just come to the right time, right? So I have worked actually different companies as a designer, and I always used to get a beautiful compliment by the clients. Roma, you should just do something your own. You are not ordinary. You should start something. You're so talented. It was always beautiful to hear that from the clients. It's such a beautiful compliment. So one day I decided, so let's test the water. So what? So, and it was always my passion too. I am from a background where everybody is doing a business. So it's in my blood too.
Yes.
But nobody's doing the like designing or anything like what I'm doing in here, because everybody is in my family's in a car businesses. So half of the Dubai in a car business is my family.
Oh
So
my
totally
gosh.
different. It's totally different. So I am the first woman, I would say, in the family who is actually running a very different business.
Wow.
And nobody's working there. All my sisters, they got married, they're enjoying their life. That's what they like it. I
Yeah.
love what I do, so I love it. It's just like I said, if you are passionate about anything, it doesn't matter, whatever you do, you will definitely get into that and you will get somewhere. So
Absolutely. And
yeah.
it's really interesting because you married your skill set, architecture, design, with many years of experience that you had in the field. So you got to kind of see what works and what doesn't work, where your
100%.
personal passions lie. And you founded Classico Roma after
Yes,
getting married, after having kids, after having your time to be the mom that you needed to be. And I feel that that's a huge thing. As
yes,
the South Asian culture is concerned, it's important for us to recognize that as women in our community, we can do it all. We just need to
100%.
figure out a process that is going to allow us to do it all, right?
Exactly.
I'd love for you to comment on that a little bit because, as a mom, as a wife, culture is important to you. The society you live in, you also need to be a part of that. Your business is important to you. How have you, looking back at all of these hats that you wear, all of these roles that you currently are in,
Mhm.
how have you found your ability to be able to balance all of these? I always love to ask that question because I always learn something new and I'm always a student of wanting to know how I can do things better myself. Share that wisdom with us a little bit, Roma. How do you do all these things?
Raj, to be very honest, the very good thing is that not everybody has the skills of doing multiple things together, multitasking and everything.
Yeah.
And since I was a kid, let me tell you that we are five sisters, by the way.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I was, yeah, five sisters. I'm the second one. So anytime, when even I was a young, I always used to do multiple things all together. And sometimes this was really annoying for my family. Like, why would you do that? And I would start one thing and I'm going to finish that. And I'm like, so many things together, but I'm like, I can handle it. So let me do it. Right. So in my house also, like, I don't know how to explain that, but I'm so blessed for one thing that yes, even right now I'm working as a business owner, I'm a mother. There is no thing in my life, personal to business, that is neglecting. I'm very
Hmm.
punctual person. I do give targets to myself daily basis. I never say, oh, I am so perfect. Oh, I'm so successful. Every day I'm learning something either from my mistakes,
Yes.
sometimes from people,
Hmm.
and sometimes like from clients. Every day I think every day is a challenge for me, and that's what making me better person every day.
Yes.
And doing this multitask, if I don't do multiple things all together, I feel like, oh my god, the life is so boring. So this is the challenge that I've set up for myself. I
Yeah.
like it that way. And I know many friends of mine in my family, they don't like it. They're like, oh, we're going to do one thing at a time. But like I said, not everybody can balance it very well. It's not about sometimes doing multitask, but you have to fulfill it in a very beautiful way too. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah. Oh my
So
God.
so far it's going so good. I would
Oh,
say, yeah.
I love it. I love everything that you shared because, people have always, that know my life, Roma, which is very similar to yours. I wear many, many hats. I do many, many things, and I do them all at the same time. And I'm a massive taskmaster. I task myself.
That's the best thing, Raj. That's the best thing.
Yeah. And this is it, right? Like people say, well, oh my God, you can't do it all. You can, you just can't do it all at the same time. You have to know what to do when, right? How to
There's a
prioritize.
discipline, right? There's a
It is.
discipline that, no, not everybody would understand that, right?
Yeah.
So,
and the other thing is that you have to actually enjoy discipline. That's the other thing I found, Roma, is I love to get lots of things done. When I get to the end of the day, I'm like, I rocked today.
yeah,
Today was
exactly.
a great day.
I love tapping myself. Like, that's what I would say. I don't need anybody's opinion, but it's just like, that's the inner peace. That's the inner satisfaction when I do something, which is really a big challenge, when I'm like, whoa, you did it, girl. You did it. Yeah.
Oh, you and me, we are kindred sisters. I love this I am having so much fun talking to you, Roma. And I want to share a little bit about Classico Roma with everyone. Sure. Why did you decide that this was the route that you wanted to take, with all of the things that you knew from a skill academic perspective, all of the experience that you'd had in your professional space? But let's not forget, it takes more than that to create a business. It's all the other things, like you've mentioned, being able to multitask, being disciplined, knowing that there's always room for growth, but also knowing that you have to pat yourself on the back when you accomplish something, right? All of these skills that you've talked about, I know firsthand that you need all of those in order to be a successful entrepreneur, especially as a woman, right? Because for us, all of our roles are important. Everything we do is all of who we are is important. So Classico Roma, I feel that you have infused all of these skill sets into this business. Talk to me a little bit about why you decided that this was how you wanted to house all your skill sets. Why this particular type of company? Talk to us a little bit about that.
And like I mentioned, like 6 years ago, now the company is 6 years old. So when I started, I really didn't know if I ever going to open a business like in this furniture, right? Because I used to work the other end, taking the customers to the showrooms, working and all that. Again, like I said, it was always a passion since I was a kid, designing the house, doing the colors. I've studied fashion. I've studied textile. I've studied, I'm in computers. There's a lot that I've done. And then I chose, I didn't choose the architectural way because I used to enjoy more like afterwards. You know? So what happened after listening, like I mentioned, a lot of clients, Roma, you should do something. And again, like I said, it's in my blood, everything business. I wanted to do something, but I was like, I don't know. So one day I was sitting and I was like, let's test the water. What if I'm going to fail? That's okay. We're going to start a job again. No problem. So what, right? So there wasn't anything in my mind. There wasn't a mindset, I never get, okay. For one thing, for me, I can tell you, I'm very daring, very daring. I don't get scared of jumping into anything. I'm like, that's okay. If I'm not going to test the water, I would not know what my ability is. Right. So what I did, because I always used to enjoy designing the lights, the furniture, something, and I don't like ordinary things. I always like something is really different. So what I've studied in Canada, people are loving a lot of contemporary, a lot of modern, a lot of this. There's a very less of transitional classic, very less people, they are actually targeting the modern classic lines. And I love when people come and see something, oh, wow. So I wanted to have something when people enter the showroom, the first thing they always say, wow. And believe me or not, I'm really blessed with that when I started, let me tell you something. When I started with all this very lavish and everything, lots of friends of mine, they're like, are you kidding me, Roma? Listen to me. It's a new business. You should start with something low end. Take the stuff from the supplier. Don't do that. Don't do this. I started with the containers. I started with my own brand. I don't want to carry anything like everybody's. It took me some time, Raj. It did actually, because presenting something really new,
Mhm.
It's not everybody would understand that, right? So I'm like, no,
Mhm.
I will wait for my time, but I will do.
Mhm.
Like, for example, Fendi, Gucci, they started with a brand. They
Mhm.
waited. You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's
Mhm.
okay. I'm going to wait for the right client, the right audience, and then I will hit the market. And then and then the name was the main thing.
Yeah,
When
talk
I
to me about
started,
that.
oh yeah, because it took me actually a long time to decide that I wanted to have a name which looks like very different, very catchy. When someone says, it has to be something, a wow factor on the name too. Then it came
Mhm.
to the font. If you notice the font,
Yeah.
I got a lot of criticized on that too, like, hey, nobody can read that. It should be readable. And I'm like,
Who are
listen,
all
it
these
looks
people?
great.
I have to stop you for a second.
Yeah,
Who are all these
but
people
can
that
you
keep
imagine?
telling
It
you
didn't
this?
bother me. No, nothing.
Oh,
I didn't listen to anybody. I'm like,
good.
listen, I love the name, and there's the day is gonna come, then people will say, wow, what a
Yeah.
font, what a name. And believe me or not, Raj, I'm blessed with that. That
Mm.
the first thing the clients they walk in, they're like, what a beautiful name,
Yes.
what a beautiful font. So it's just like, I thank God I didn't listen to anybody. I listened to my heart, and I still
Yes.
listen to my heart.
That's
I
my
do
girl.
whatever. Yeah, that's it.
I love that.
So,
So let's
yeah.
talk a little bit about this because I can attest to the fact that everything that you just talked about is absolutely true because I've experienced it.
Mhm.
Guys, everyone watching, listening, and reading this, you have to go check out the website. Roma, can you give the exact website for everyone? I need them to go and check this out. And there's a reason why I'm asking this. What is the website address?
ClassicoRoma.com. It's
Is
very
that easy?
simple. Yeah, yeah,
Perfect. And
yeah.
I want you guys to go check this out. And the reason is that for those of you who can't actually physically come into the Toronto location, if you can, I encourage that as the first thing you do. Don't go to the website because it's a whole different experience. Those
I
of you
know.
who aren't in the GTA region, I encourage you to go to the website, classicoroma.com. And the reason I'm asking you to do this is architecture, so meaning architecture, design, fashion, flair, a specific kind of tonality to the feeling you get around the furniture and the artwork and the light work and everything else that's there truly is indicative of everything that Roma stands for, everything that she's just finished
Thank you,
talking
Raj.
about. It's true. Everything that you have just finished talking about is very accessibly visual there in your work. So let's talk a little bit about it because you really are a big fat wow, girlfriend.
Thank you
Your
so
stuff
much.
is
No, you're
incredible.
saying a lot, but that mean a lot to me too.
No, it does. And I think
Yeah.
that everybody knows me well enough to know that I never toot anyone's horn unless that horn is worth tooting. And yours
Oh,
is,
love you for
sweetheart. Your
that.
stuff is flipping fantastic.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you so
gorgeous.
much.
So let's talk a little bit about this because a lot of design and your fashion and textiles and the architecture, your experience on the front end as a salesperson,
Yes.
having a lot of experience with on the client side as well as the design and manufacturing style is the cocktail I feel of your success. Can we talk a little bit about what Classico Roma, the brand, represents in terms of the product? Let's go there now.
So I have focused from day one, modern classic, not
Yeah.
modern contemporary. Like I said, there is a lot of competition happening already in Toronto. So modern classic transitional lines are acceptable for any houses that I'm doing, and people are actually moving from very contemporary to the transitional lines. So the line I picked was accurate, that was good. And anytime, you know what, the clients walk in, they're always looking for something really nice, luxurious, lavish for their living room and
Right.
a dining, and the pieces that they want to show off more. So we do pay a lot of attention there, a lot of attention on the lighting as well. I also design my lights. And anytime, the most beautiful thing is that sometimes when we take projects, we also do a lot of customization. Sometimes clients also bring their own design. So I do carry a lot of manufacturers that, you know, they can custom whatever you want it. I
Yeah.
also have a manufacturing in Canada. So just to let you know, I have my
Wow.
own manufacturing. We source furniture a lot from Italy, Spain,
Yeah.
a lot,
Yeah.
US.
Mhm.
We get lighting from China. Nobody can beat their prices.
Yes,
And
of
a
course.
little bit of a brands from Turkey. It's
Yeah.
a mix, it's a blend here and there, so that anybody walks in, they should find the style that they're looking for. So it's not
Right.
bound for one audience, it's for everybody. But the most important thing is that we'll pay attention is the quality that I cannot compromise on.
Right.
So
Oh my
yeah.
God, I know that. Your stuff is just,
Yeah.
oh, I know I keep raving about it, but I'm so in love with your aesthetic because
Thank you.
it screams luxury, style, um, but classical. I don't know how to
It
explain it
is.
any other way. Like you can't really tell unless you truly understand design, the era, like the
Mhm.
era of your pieces. You know, they just all fit so beautifully together. The other thing I
Thank
wanted to
you.
mention to everyone is, although Roma can custom design your space, whatever that may be,
Mhm.
every single piece is very customized. Like every
Yes.
piece,
Yes.
it, you know, is in and by itself can be just a piece that you pick up and add to what you've already got. So although you do full bore customizations, full bore office spaces and homes, you also have great, like just one-off pieces that people can go and pick up and add to what they've already got. And that's the
Mhm.
magic I find with what you do, is that it can either be just like that piece that was missing, you know, that piece that, you know, you've been looking for, but you weren't quite sure what it was. And then you come to this place and you see it, because all of your pieces have that kind of
Sure.
wow factor.
Sometimes, Raj, you know what?
Yeah,
One element,
yeah,
one could be a side table, or could be a
yeah.
lighting, could
Mhm.
be anything like, you know, accent piece that sometimes what happened, people do walk in and they say, oh, we have everything, but we just want to add one thing to make it stand out like, you
Yeah,
know, crazy. And then we
yeah,
help them. And believe me, sometimes one element is good enough to add into
right.
your existing pieces to make it look beautiful. So
Yeah.
we help clients with their plans. We do house visits. We do everything to make their house look dream house. Yeah,
Oh my God. So let's talk a
yeah,
little bit about your services. So if
sure.
a person was to come to you and they wanted, you know, just to pick up pieces, they can do that by coming into your showroom, and they can do it by going online, and they can do it by getting something custom made because they have a thought process in mind, right?
Mhm.
Am I correct?
I like to meet clients in person. The reason why,
Okay.
the very first thing for me to understand the client's personality, that what they like, what they don't like. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like telling what I like. I love
Mm-hmm.
working as a team, that
Mm-hmm.
I need to understand what they had it before. Why
Yeah.
are they changing? What can I change to make the house look more beautiful? That's the whole concept, both sides, right?
Yes.
So I like it. I like to meet it. There's a lot of time it happens, people do call, especially in the US. Vancouver, I have done a lot of projects in Vancouver without even seeing clients in person, right? By
Oh
the
my
big
God.
projects, right? Over
Yeah.
the phone. But for that also, I like to do a lot of conversation with the clients to understand. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's the key, to understand, to qualify. I always use a word called qualify.
Yeah.
Qualify your clients. So you know what?
Ah,
So yeah, that's
let's
what
talk about that.
understand.
I love that. So
Yeah.
how do you go about qualifying your clients? I love that.
Conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk, regular conversation to understand. So, you know, it's just like every customer has a different taste,
Right.
different house, their needs are different. So it's just a challenge every day for me, to be very honest with you. Every day customer come with a new challenge. I'm like, wow. And I love that. And I love that. Trust me. So that's what makes my experience into next level. So you know what I
Yes.
mean? So I
Yes.
like meeting people in person when they bring their plans. I understand. Sometimes they're going into a direction which I guide them. Listen, this layout is not going to look nicer. So I
Yeah.
do layouts, computer, 3Ds, everything to show them this is the final look that they're gonna get. I do mood boards, I do everything, I do house visits. So we do actually everything from the scratch. It's not
Yeah.
about selling the furniture only,
Yeah.
it's everything. Yeah.
And that's the point that I wanted to make here, right? Like you have your showroom with the product, but your business is so much more than product. It is
Yes.
the service, it's the design element, it is the consultations that go about,
Yes,
right? It
yes.
is the entire creative process. That
Yeah.
you are a bespoke business as well as a retail business,
Yes.
right?
Sometimes customer walks in, we need just one lamp. I need to know the lamp is going where.
Right.
So I'm not really I'm a salesperson, yes, but it's not selling to me. That one lamp has to be somewhere. I need to know. I love to see the pictures. If I can't visit the house, I always
Right.
request them, can you please show me the area? So based on
Yes.
that area, what is around? So I can help them. Even for that one lamp, I will do my best to sell the best lamp for their house, you know?
Right. Right.
So yeah.
I love that. So Roma, I want to ask you this. What has been your vision for your business? Like 6 years ago you started and you're here 6 years later. What has been the vision and have you gotten there? Or are you not there yet? Like talk to me a little bit about that, because you're definitely the kind of woman that is very clear on what it is that you need to accomplish. Have you accomplished that? Like what was it and have you accomplished it?
Okay, I don't think so, but okay, there is a lot of things that I'm gonna tell you. Like, for example, I don't miss any furniture show in the world. And that happens every year. January, February, Italy to Spain, to US, to China, to everywhere. So the reason why I also visit the shows, it's very sometimes hectic, but I don't miss that because that's how it comes to, you come to know that trending, what's the trend? The designs are changing, what I'm bringing in. So every time, every month, I would say that there is an improvement happening. So I would never say, oh, I'm done. Oh, this is, I have done it. It's an amazing. No, I love changes. And I also get tired sometime if I don't move things around or if I'm not bringing new styles. So every month, something new design or some new styles come into the showroom because every time you're just upgrading. Like see, for example, if I see myself 6 years back, myself, forget about the furniture. I'm like, I'm much better today, you know? So you know what I'm talking about. So it's just like we laugh, oh my God, what I used to wear. Oh my God, my makeup sense was not that good. So it comes to the furniture too. Like every time you're upgrading, every time you're changing the trend. So it's never enough, to be very honest. It's a deep sea, I would say. You are just keep on going and bringing something new and better than before.
So what I'm hearing you say here is that at the heart source of everything, you are an artist. At the heart source of everything, you want to ensure that people make the right decision, more importantly than you getting a sale. At the heart of everything, I'm hearing you say that you cannot compromise on doing what's right in that given present moment of what 100%. You feel is right.
Yeah. There's no compromising.
Yeah.
I always say my life has never been a compromise. I never compromise on anything. And I always say, listen to your heart. If you are loving it, just do it. It's going to be today, you know. Sometimes people do come with the mindset, oh, it's okay. I said, no, you have to like it.
Yeah.
It's not me. You have to like it. This piece is going in your house, not my house, you know. So sometimes it's the directions, I would say, that customer needed, because most of the time it happens, we just need a sofa. It's not about a sofa to me. It has to be a perfect sofa for your house, right?
Right.
So yeah, and then I have to be full of knowledge in terms of design, what's trending and all that. So that helps me a lot to be successful too, because I keep myself up to date on everything. So that's the key. I'm going to tell this to everybody to please upgrade yourself every day. Every day. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. I love that. That is the best advice ever. Always be a student to your
100%.
craft, right?
100%, yeah.
So you mentioned that, you've worked, and I'm hearing this as well. We're all hearing this. You work with someone that may come in for that one piece, but then you work on big projects
Big
and everything in
projects,
between.
yes.
Talk to me a little bit about the big projects. Let's share a little bit about what we're talking about in that space.
Okay, most of the time clients do visit when the houses are in a stages where the builder is taking couple of months. I like that because in this case, I help them choosing the colors, stones, flooring, washroom. There's a lot that I love.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I do everything.
You
So
do
then
all
in
of that
this case,
too.
oh yeah, when I get that palette, then the second step is the furniture. When I pick the furniture, then I work on the color schemes with the furniture linked with the color schemes that we did, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I connect with the builder. So that's the beautiful connection, builder, me, and a client. And then once everything is ready, we do the layouts, we do palettes, we do everything then. So the customer then, leave it on me. So we finish the project with the decor as well, wall treatments, with the rods, with the lights. So there are stages. Like with the stone, the second step is the lights. When the lights are done, then the furniture. When the furniture is done, then the decor. So we do everything. Yeah.
I had no idea about this, Roma. You are a fully fledged, bona fide, full service, immersive experience. And I had no idea. I just literally thought that you were a high-end,
Furniture.
luxury furniture
No, we do
company, but you're
everything.
not. You're so much more than that. I don't even know what they would call someone like you. I mean, this is incredible that people get
Raj,
all
you're
of
so
this.
good in talking. Find a word for me.
I have to find a word to describe you. We need to brand you, girlfriend, right? We need to brand this unique scope of opportunities that people can have when they work with you. So let's talk a little bit about that. If you work both with B2B, so business to business, and B2C, which is retail.
Yes.
How is that experience different? Let's talk a little bit about that, because there'll be people here that are watching, listening, and reading this, and they could be, potential future clients of yours, either in the commercial bigger projects or in the, I want to get my home or just a piece for my home done. So let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk a little bit to them who are coming across this conversation that you and I are having. What do they
Raj,
need to know?
honestly speaking, in my experience, most of the time it happens, people have never met me before. Sometimes they see a lot of videos on Instagram, and sometimes they call and they say that, oh, we just want Roma to be there. So that's beautiful too.
Yes.
The most beautiful things, what I've seen, Raj, so far, people do trust me a lot when it comes to designs. And I always give them a reason. If I reject anything, hey, don't do this. I will never say, just don't do this. I will give them a reason. Hey,
Right.
the reason why it's not going to look nice because of this, this, this. And trust me, that's the process. And
Yeah.
when they see that the person is very knowledgeable and they are guiding you, I'm going to tell you, when you go to the, if everybody's listening, I'm going to tell you, and they will do agree with me, when you go shopping for furniture, nobody will ask you, hey, why you need this lamp? Let's talk about a lamp or a sofa. We don't do that. If you're coming to me, I'm going to say, is it a living room? Is it a family room? Is it your bedroom? Is it a basement? Because every piece is not made for that one area. You need to, I
Right.
need to know that. So that's the word I use, I qualify. That when I meet a client, I like to investigate in a way that you're buying something. I need to know so that I can guide you better. And the most beautiful and successful thing to me for today is that people love, because I put my heart in that one piece of the whole house, because I'm sincere to my job. And I always pick as if I'm picking this for my house. So I am very sincere. Sometimes it could be like, hey, no. I'm like, I don't mind. If you mind that, I don't mind, because I know this is not going to look nice. And then I give them examples in the showroom. Let me combine. And sometimes what happened, the customers, it happened, they're very picky. But I'm like, let me create that room for you in my showroom. to show you. So I give them the vision in the showroom with the sofa, with this and that, and I will show them which they are liking. And I'm telling not gonna go well with the area. So I collect all the pieces and I create it in the showroom for them to just to see that. And nobody would do that. Not a single
Right.
store. If you go there, nobody cares whether it's
Right.
gonna look nice or not. For
They
me,
just care
it's
about the
very
sale.
important. Yeah,
They
yeah,
just,
exactly.
and what I'm hearing you say here is that the sale is the end of the process for you.
And I
Everything
never do
else
that.
matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't sell. What you do is you inform, you provide
Exactly.
knowledge, you consult with people. All of those things help people make the right decision. And I know that's important to you. I know that's a big part of why your business is so successful. So let's talk a little bit about that. In these times, we have so many, different places we can go. We're not very educated on, how to make the right decisions, especially in the design and the furniture space. You can go online and buy something just that you haven't even seen, right? And people look at pricing. There's a lot of different
Different
things that
audience
motivate.
everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things that motivate people's decisions to purchase design, furniture, etc. How do you and your business compete with that? Just tell me about. I feel like you've already answered that question. I feel like you've answered that
No,
question, but
I will answer
I
you
want
that
people to be
too.
clear. I want people to be
Yeah.
clear on that.
Uh, you know what? Since it's been 2 years now, online business has became next level. It's more, it's taking a huge market, grabbing in a lot of attention, right?
Yeah.
But there are certain customers, I mean, I'm not an online shopper, let me tell you, even for my clothing, I love touching, seeing. I always had a bad experience. So I'm just saying for my personal thing. So I'm one of those people would love to go and see that in person, and that's how I buy. So for the clients, it happens that customer walks in and they always say that, oh, we have seen this online and this and that. Sometimes pieces look exactly the same, but they
Yeah.
are not the same.
Yeah.
So I try to just talk to them regarding, listen, if that's what's your satisfaction, I cannot stop a client's buying because they're getting a good price. I can match the price if it's really worth it.
Yeah.
Or I can tell them, listen, this is the sofa. If something happens, you're buying from a reputed store.
Right.
We are here to take care of that. So I really believe in long-term relationship. That's the one thing.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned before, selling, and that's it. I can do that. Once you are in my showroom, you're mine. And you are mine. You are not going anywhere. And believe me or not, the most beautiful thing is that the love that I get from Google reviews, people love it. We are right now surviving on links. People, if I am selling you and you have an amazing experience with Classico Roma, believe me, I don't have to tell you, hey, please refer me. They talk, they tell, and the product sells itself. But I have a beautiful experience with the clients in last 6 years. I don't remember a single time, Raj, that I have had a clash or something bad happen and all that, because the most important thing that I pay attention to more than anything is my customer service. If my customer service is one thing that I can assure you that I cannot sleep if one of my client is unhappy with me. I will go above and beyond, do whatever to make that client satisfied, and then I can sleep. So I take it everything very personal.
Yeah.
That why did why this happened? It's the furniture. Anything can happen, right?
Yeah.
But we go long way with the clients, long term. Even now, believe me, it's been 6 years. We have clients coming from day one, even they want to buy a small thing or a box or whatever. Roma, Do you have that? So I love that fact. And all my
Yes.
clients, we have tea together. I go with dinner parties as if, I used to say I have no family in Canada. If
Mhm.
I say this now, this is a biggest lie because all my clients are my family and because it's a relationship, like I said. So I
Mhm.
love that fact that they're trusting me and I will never break their trust in any
Mhm.
way, So that's the
Mhm.
beautiful thing in Classico Roma if
Absolutely.
somebody's coming. Yeah. So
You know,
we go a
guys,
long way.
I love this conversation that we're having, Roma, because it's kind of like the difference between going and buying a suit off the rack for, $299, right? Or going to a bespoke suit tailor who takes you through an entire,
Yes.
service suite to get you the exact right
Exactly.
fit
Yeah.
and the right occasion, the right material, the right feeling. And that's worth paying for. You cannot disqualify that. You cannot disqualify that. And the service that comes with that is all of the skill sets that tailor has. In your case, all of your
100%.
skill sets that you have is what is being used to make sure that the decision that the client makes is the right decision.
Exactly.
And that's the magic. That's the big difference right there when you come to Classico Roma. And I've seen that because I've seen how you work with your clients. You are just, you're like a fashion designer who, spends hours on end trying to get the right ideology behind this one masterpiece garment. Right. And I know this because
100%.
I've worked in the fashion space a lot with, ANOKHI magazine over the last couple of decades. And there's a big difference between going to a retail store and working with a fashion designer. Classico Roma is going to a retail store and working with a fashion designer. That's who our Roma
Yes.
is. I love it.
And I love you, Raj.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh my God, I adore you so much. I have so much respect for you. And I want to ask you this question because I feel it's an important one for anyone who is, looking to start a business that requires a lot of the bespoke elements that we're talking about, right? So that they can stand out as a business and not just be only a retail enterprise, because retail is also important, right?
100%.
But then the other element that you bring to the table that you've been talking about, which is the reason why you have lifelong clients, and that's a big goal, right?
100%.
Where in your experience over the last 6 years have you found, the biggest challenges in that with your business? And perhaps a challenge that you've had the opportunity to learn and overcome and do better. Let's share that. Let's get real a little bit around that. Is there something that you can pinpoint that you're like, oh my God, I do this really well now, but in the beginning, I didn't realize the value of this.
I have made a lot of wrong decisions. I will not deny that. Yeah. And I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
learned from my experiences. Listen, opening any business, first of all, if you're not doing a mistake, let me tell you, I don't think so. That's something is you're not going
That's
to be
not a good thing.
successful.
Yeah,
That's not a good thing. Let me tell
yeah.
you. I listen to my heart, yes. I do make a decisions by myself sometimes. Like I don't want to listen. And then again, I did the mistake. I'm blaming myself. I'm not blaming the team, right? So,
Right.
but mistakes are okay. I always say, I always give interviews. Mistakes are okay. Please do mistakes. But if you're not going to do mistakes, you're not going to learn. Believe me or
Yes.
not, you're not going to learn.
Yeah.
I still do mistakes. Yes, but I correct myself. Oh, you know what? I didn't know that. And the most beautiful thing is that, Raj, every day, there's something, either
Yeah.
a computer thing or something from the client. Oh, some technical thing. Oh, I didn't know that. So I love to accept that. And when I go home every day, I'm like, oh wow, today I have achieved something. So
Yes.
every day I am polishing myself. Every day is a new challenge, every day. And yes, beginning was a disaster for me. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
because I'm not going to mention that, but there are
Yeah.
lots of mistakes. When I see myself 5 6 years back, I'm like, wow, but no regrets. I don't have any regrets. It's okay, Because if I would have started this one, like the system what I'm following, I wouldn't have learned the step 1 to step 10.
Yeah.
You cannot jump from 1 to 10. Please, any business, step by step, everything, there is a process.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, you're going to fail. If
Mhm.
you're going to jump, if she, you know, what is the worst thing is the competition. When you
Mhm.
come into a competition, oh, she's doing, or he's doing, don't. I never do that. I
Mhm.
do keep my eyes open. What are the competitors doing? But I follow my own rules. I
Mhm.
follow my own destination, my own styles, everything. That's what make me look different in the market. When people
Mhm.
walk in, they always say, oh, we have never seen that. I cannot give them the explanation, hey, because I follow my own rules. So it's just I can't do that. But that's what I'm telling you. You need to be aware of everything, any business you do, either it's fashion, either it's furniture or online businesses. You
Mhm.
need to keep yourself updated for anything.
Yes.
And mistakes, please do mistakes.
Yeah.
To be a successful person, mistakes are always okay. So
Mhm.
I'm not perfect. I'm trying to do my best or give my best. That's it. Yeah.
And that, oh my gosh, that's it right there. You are trying to give your best and do your
Yes.
best. That's all we can
100%.
expect of each other, right? So
That's
let
the
me,
satisfaction. Yeah.
absolutely. So let me ask you this. Looking back over your career thus far in the professional space, what do you wish you knew when you started right at the beginning? And perhaps it's at the beginning of your career, or perhaps it's at the beginning of when you started this particular business. What do you wish that you knew at the beginning that you feel could have potentially ensured your success to be sooner? Is there anything?
Marketing.
Mm,
I lacked on that. I have done many mistakes. If I would have picked the right thing, right marketing styles, techniques, or the way everybody do that, I could have picked the business, at this level very sooner. But like
yeah.
again, I said, no regrets. But yes, that was one of the things I would say.
That's a big one.
Yeah, big
Absolutely.
one, big
Thank you
one.
for
Yeah,
sharing that.
no
In
problem.
in business, Roma, especially a brick and mortar, because I want to bring it back to kind of, how we started off our conversation at the beginning. In business, especially a brick and mortar enterprise like yours, right? The risk to do business can be very high due to the ongoing steep operating costs, not to mention on top of the fact that, your business is a very high cost product business, right?
Yes.
Do you have any tips for people wanting to open a business that requires a physical location with a high price point production product that you
It's okay. You know what, Raj? It's a
yeah,
different mindset. I'm gonna tell you. I
yeah,
do
tell
sit with
me.
business owners with a different mindsets. Everybody is different. And
Mhm.
there are certain people that they just want business. They don't care. I'm gonna tell you, with me, it's totally different because I want it to be really different in a way that when people are talking about Classico Roma,
Mhm.
the mindset should be here. It's not a
Mhm.
business to me. It's my passion. Let me clear that. If I don't love this, I can't do that.
Mhm.
Nobody can force me for anything. I
Mhm.
will come with a dead set mind. Oh, it's a business. I never come like that to my
Yeah.
office even. I come with a positive mind. Oh, today
Mhm.
we're going to do this. However, business is slow right now, but it's okay. This is the rule. Ups and downs. If you're not gonna understand that, you're not gonna work. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
tell you with the different mindsets that people sometimes they just want to do a business, just a business. They don't
Mhm.
care. Doesn't matter. They are selling, like I said, online, could be a salon or could be, it's a business for them. For me,
Mhm.
it's totally different. I wanted to do what I love and I
Mhm.
love what I do.
Yeah.
So I would say it's a different mindset in a way that either just do follow your path where you really gonna enjoy that. If
Mhm.
you are not enjoying that, that's just you understanding what I'm trying to say. It's not a
100%.
business for me. It's my
Mhm.
love, and this is my, I don't know what to say, it's my passion. So I
It's
don't
like
take it business, yeah.
you know, it's interesting because I always ask myself this question as well. Like, if I didn't have the blessing to be able to do what I love, I don't think I would be in the workforce. I don't think I would be working.
Hmm.
Yeah, like if I didn't get to do my passion, I wouldn't work
Me too,
because
like I'm like that.
yeah, you're exactly the same person. Now I want
Yeah.
to ask you this because this is always another layer, especially, you know, women. So that's one spoke. And then women who are from minority groups, that's another spoke. And then women who have come from other countries. You and I fit all three of those. As a
Mm.
woman that fits all three of those, are there any advantages to that in business? And what have you experienced to be the disadvantages?
I don't think so. I faced any challenge. Not even one time. Yeah.
Wow.
Blessed.
Yes, 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 yes,
Yeah.
yes. And you know,
Yeah.
I feel that the reason why that is in your case is because you are very clear on what you do. You're very clear on who
Yes.
you are, and you're very clear on how you're getting to where you want to go to. So all of these other things that generally seem to hold people back, especially in the space of confidence. When a person isn't confident, then they say, is it because I'm a woman that this is happening? Is it because I'm an immigrant that this is happening? Is it because, you know, of many other reasons? Or maybe I don't have the education. Maybe I don't have the financial backing. People go there when they don't have the confidence in themselves to say, you know what, whatever the case may be, my job is not to look at the things that are holding me back. My job is to look at how can I succeed? And I
Exactly.
feel
Okay.
that's what you've done.
Thank God, thank God. You know what? I would say my hero is my father, has given me a best education, and he is a very successful person, and I always follow him. Everybody says as if I'm the small, version of my dad. So he always has been my hero, to be very honest, and the confidence came from them. And believe me or not, I've been really blessed, mashallah, very blessed for many things. I haven't faced any challenge since I'm in Canada, which is great. I understand. I know many people, many friends that they have faced in different ways. But thankfully, the reason why, yes, I was focused what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm confident. I'm not overconfident. There is a
Yeah.
lot of difference, but I was always confident what I'm doing. Like
Mhm.
again, I said, I've never scared of doing anything new. Like I said, I love giving myself a task, targets, and believe me, that's what makes you a better person and more confident what you're doing next. So that has been thank God I haven't faced nothing. Yeah.
But you know, it's so wonderful that you're sharing this. It's a breath of fresh air to hear a woman that has come in from a different country, that is from a minority background, that is a woman, right? And also has many other responsibilities outside of being a businesswoman, that can actually say, I didn't see any of that as a negative. Right? I didn't see any of that as something that's going to hold me back because I was confident in my abilities. I had a great role model in my father who distilled in me business, etiquette, distilled in me what's important to be successful. And that's where my attention has gone and not in all the other stuff. But
You're
this I feel
amazing,
is
Raj. I'm your fan already. You must have a lot of fan following, but you are such a beautiful person. I know you through Ada, but you have a beautiful heart. You are an amazing, successful business owner, and the way you are running everything is, believe me, it's something to follow. To be very honest with you, you have more experience than me. Whatever you're doing is amazing.
Oh
Believe
my
me.
gosh.
Yes.
Sweetheart, I feel the same about you. I'm such a fan of you.
Thank you.
And there's so many things that you've shared here that, makes me think that some of those things maybe I should focus more on. right? And I hope that that's what
Mhm.
people get out of this conversation
Yeah.
between you and I, that let's keep learning, let's keep striving for the next better version of ourselves. Not to say that the
100%.
version we are today isn't good enough, because every version that we are in
It's
the present
important.
moment
It's
is good enough.
important. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's important. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I
Yeah.
want to ask you as we come to the end, Roma. Oh my God, I can't
Sure.
believe we've already gotten here. But I want to ask you this.
Sure.
What do you feel that you want to share with everyone watching, listening, and reading this from your experiences in life? Maybe it's from the business side, maybe it's from the personal side, maybe it's a combination of both, that you
Mhm.
feel is going to be valuable for anyone looking to start a new venture.
Again, anything, either it's a business or anything, if you don't have a passion, you can't be successful in anything. It could be, like I said, anything. I have changed a lot. I listen to my heart a lot now. And whatever makes me feel happy, I do that.
Mhm.
And be kind, be humble, and believe me, that will make you more successful in your personal life as well. That's the
Mhm.
key to success, I'm going to tell you. If you're
Mhm.
not a good person, whatever you do, believe me, I want people to remember you as a good person. That's the first thing. Nobody will remember you're a doctor, you're a designer, you are doing entrepreneur, anything, right? They will always remember you. I met a good person. So try to be a good person. That's the
Mhm.
first thing I would say. It doesn't matter. Businesses, everything's way too far, way too
Mhm.
far. So that's my biggest advice to people, to just be yourself and just spread love. That's it.
Oh
Be
my gosh.
humble. Yeah,
Amen,
yeah,
sister. But you know, like
yeah.
I'm supposed to end this conversation, but I've just got this other question I'm itching to ask you
Go ahead,
before we
please.
close out, and it's this. Um, what do you do when you're faced with a challenge that you can't seem to figure out? How do you handle that? I feel that's an important thing for people to
Very
know.
important. Yeah. Well, I do have a lot of patience now. This business have taught me a lot of patience. I have faced challenges in businesses, but there used to be a time I used to get panic. Of course, I'm a human being, so oh my God, what to do? So thankfully, I'm going to say I'm working with a beautiful team now, and I strongly believe in teamwork is the best thing. And thank God, anytime when it comes to any challenges, I don't make a decisions now. I just sit with my beautiful team and I
Mhm.
take the opinion and we work as a team and we try to resolve a problem in a very beautiful manner instead of, I know many people that they get panic and this and that. I don't get panic anymore. Maybe I've
Mhm.
seen a lot, Raj, in my life when I
Yeah.
started the business. I have faced the challenges in the businesses a lot. And if I wouldn't have faced those challenges, I wouldn't have become that patient now. So I would say that do everything very calmly, very patiently. There is no point of stressing yourself or what. Believe in
Mhm.
God and everything will be fine. So
Oh,
yeah.
I love that. What a great way to end our conversation, sweetheart. I really encourage everybody to go to Classico Roma. If you're in the GTA area, if you are visiting the area, please go in and say hello to my girl, Roma. Go check out her
Yes.
fantastic bespoke showroom. Chat with her about anything that you have in mind that you're looking for, whether it's that one statement piece or whether you're looking to kind of redo your entire space, or if there's someone that you know in your family, your friends, or your workspace that is doing up their home, is doing up their office, is looking to revamp. Perhaps they're going through a bit of a, emotional crisis, and there's nothing greater than, revamping your space or buying something new. Tell them about Roma, because they're going to have the best experience ever. At the very least, you'll get to have a wonderful conversation with a very intelligent and beautiful souled woman. I know that you guys will agree with me. This time that we spent together, everything that she's said really speaks volumes as to the character of this woman and just truly the character of this incredible brand. ClassicoRoma.com. Go hang out with them also on their socials. Any final words, my darling, that you'd like to leave everyone with before we close out?
I love to see everybody come to see. No, believe me, if you are in GTA, I understand sometimes you're not looking for, furniture, but it's an experience. Just come. If you're very close to Yorkdale Mall, it's just 2 minutes drive from there. Of course, everybody go and shop from Yorkdale. Who doesn't, right? So anytime you're in the area, be my guest, have a coffee with me. I would love to chat and discuss whatever you want to know. I'm here to, help you make your house look a dream house. There you go.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your
My
fantastic
pleasure.
journey,
My
your words
pleasure.
of wisdom, your insights on what it takes to be a calm, cool, collective, successful business person. Thank you so much, my
My
darling. Everyone
pleasure.
has got to go to Classico Roma. They have
Thank
to.
you, Raj. Thank you for having me. It's not only that, you are such a beautiful person. I'm very happy that I got a chance to talk to you and share the things, whatever, but it's beautiful. It's always a pleasure, believe me or not. Yeah.
Thank you, my darling. I feel the same way about you, and I cannot wait till the next time we meet. Absolutely.
100%.
Thank you
100%.
so much. And
My
guys,
pleasure. My pleasure.
thank you, my love. And everyone, I will see you next time on another fantastically insightful podcast of ANOKHI Uncensored. I really enjoyed this time with the fantastic Roma. I really enjoyed my time with each and every one of you. And as I always say, please stay connected with our world here at ANOKHI. You can go check us out on our socials at ANOKHI Lifestyle. Go to ANOKHILife.com. That's where our ANOKHI magazine is housed. There's like over 2 decades worth of incredible experiences, resources, stories about the incredible regional, national, and international success story that is the South Asian community. And just hit on the join our emails list. Check out our newsletter. It's free. And with there's so many resources we share there that we do not share anywhere else. I want you guys to have the opportunity to be a part of that community. And until next time, please take care of yourselves. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.